Hello student, welcome to the BBPS e-learning classes. Children, in the last video, I have explained you about the human-made resources and the resources. In this chapter, only the last topic is left that I will explain you today about the conservation of natural resources. Before starting this topic, let me remind you about what I have explained in this chapter. I have explained you children about the resources, about the importance of resources, about the natural resources, its part, it also on the basis of its origin, on the basis of the stages of development and usabilities, then on the basis of the renewabilities, including the renewable and the non-renewable resources. I've also explained you about the division of natural resources on the basis of distributions, and then in the last I've explained you about human resources and the human made resources. Up to here I have explained. Today I am going to explain about the conservation of natural resources. Children, conservation of natural resources, it means to say that how we can protect our natural resources. So here in this book here it is given that the conservation of natural resources, it refer to the careful management and control of the resources so that we could not renew or continue to be in use. It means to say here there is some management is there are some it means to say that the human resources development are there so that we can protect our natural resources, and for this the government has also provided us some step that we have to follow to conserve the natural resources. What were the steps? Let us see here. In this step here it is given, the first one is that maintain diversity of life. Diversity of life, it means to say that the diversity it means to say in differences in the racial and the ethnicals, the social economic, geography and academic, professional background, these all are included. Second is that minimize damage to the natural environmental systems, means we have to be we try to be minimize it, like the deforestations and doing the like the pollution, we have to be careful for it also. Third, understanding the interconnection between the economic, society and the environment. We have to be interconnect with it both with the three things: economic, society and the environment. Next one is recycling and reusing of various resources is also essential. One example is given here, you can see in the recycling and reusing, that is the rainwater harvesting plant, in which we can recycle and reuse it. Next, maintain a fair distribution of resources and opportunity for the present as well as for the future generation. It means to say that we have to maintain a fair distribution so that we can means we can also use the resources, but we can also save it for the future also. Means not to be used or not to do the overuses of the resources. Proper planning of resources is essential for the sustain of all form of life. Sustains means to say to support the all necessity of the lives, because sustenance is more or less linked with the sustainable development, because it is directly or indirectly means more or less linked with the sustainable development. Sustainable development, it means to say that the in this book here it is given that sustainable development refer to the overall development of a nation, especially without damaging its natural environment, and such development should be supportive for coming the generation. In simple word, we can say that sustainable development means to say balancing the need to use resources and also conserving them for the future. It means to say that we can use the resources in a balance and we can also save it for the future. This is known as the sustainable development. The main features of the sustainable development are, here is given some of the main features. Let us see here. The first one is careful utilization of resources. It means to say that by carefully we can utilize our resources. Second, conserve resources for the future generation. It means we have to protect the resources for the future generation also. We have to save our resources for future also. Third, respect and care of all forms of life. Fourth, improve the quality of human life. Improve the qualities. Next, conserve the earth vitality and diversity. Children, vitality, it means to say we have to conserve the earth. The vitality means the aliveness. It referred to the feeling of the healthy and capables. Means earth power and the abilities. We have to conserve it, and its diversity also in different species. Minimize the depletions of natural resources. Depletions, it means to say we have to be minimized. We have to reduce the degradations of the natural resources. Change personal attitude and practices toward the environment. In the personal attitude, it is including like the manners, the feeling, the positions, what we are thinking about the natural environments. So we have to be changes it. And last, enable community to take care for our own environment, and we all have to be care for our environment. So this is the topic that I've explained you about the conservation of natural resources. In the next video, children, I will explain you the exercises and the short and very short question answer. So up to here, is it clear? If you have any doubt, then you can ask me. And you have to make the short question answers from all this topic that I have explained. Is it clear? Okay. Thank you, students.